What the hell's been going on while my back is turned? There it is.
Ruben.
So is this what you need extra money for, huh? Fine feathers. Fine feathers, and you buy them while my back is turned?
We were gonna tell you.
A man has to go downtown and talk to his buddies before he knows what's going on in his own family?
Who told you?
It doesn't matter who told me, all right? I got ways of finding things out while my back is turned.
You didn't leave town at all. You've been down to that dirty old pool hall.
I got every right to go down to that damn pool hall whenever I damn please.
I thought you were in such a hurry to get out of town. Oh yeah, you need to get to Muskogee tonight.
I can still make it to Muskie. 1970. Lord have mercy. 1975?
Did Lauren Delman come into the pool hall where you were there? Did he? Did he tell you? If you did, I'll never buy anything in that store again.
That suits me just fine.
I couldn't have kept his mouth shut. I was going to pay for the dress a little at a time.
I had the finest dress in the store, he says, walking to the arcade, wearing fine tailor coat with a big cigar in his mouth. I just told your wife the finest dress in the store.
That makes me furious.
Jesus Christ, woman! What do you take me for, huh? What, one of those millionaire oil men? You know what kind of man you're married to? See? Now she does. Now that girl doesn't want to wear the dress. Because you put in her head all these half-noon ideas about parties, dresses, and nonsense.
Ruben, of course Winnie doesn't want to go to the party. She never wants to go anyplace. All she wants to do is lock herself in the parlor and practice at the piano or go to the library and hide her nose in a book. After all, she's going to want to get married one of these days, isn't she? And where's she going to look for a husband? In the public library?
I bought her a dress just a while ago.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did.
That's news to me. When?
A few months ago, I sure did.
I certainly never saw it. What'd it look like?
It was white.
Ruben Flood, that was the dress you bought her 3 years ago when she graduated from the 8th grade. She hasn't had a new dress since then except for a few school clothes.
So why can't she wear the white dress to the party?
Because she's grown 3 inches since you bought her that dress. And besides, I cut it up 2 years ago and dyed it black and made her a skirt out of it to wear with a midi.
It's the same thing. I just don't have any extra money right now to be spent on no party tongs, right? I just don't have it.
Oh no. You don't have money when we need something here at home, do you?
Tell you right now, I don't.
But you always have money for a bottle of bootleg whiskey when you want it, don't you? And I
What
dare
are
say
you
you have
talking
money for a
about?
few other things I needn't mention just at present.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
The hell I do?
I know what goes on when you go out on the road. You may tell me you spruce up for your customers, but I happen to know better. Do you think I'm a fool?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I happen to have friends, decent, self-respecting people who tell me a few things that happen when you visit Ponca City.
You mean the Warple sisters?
It's all right who I mean. I've got friends over there. That's all I need to say.
Those noise don't make the Warple sisters? God damn, they been filling your head with stories?
Maybe you don't have money to buy your daughter a new dress, but it seems you have money to take Mavis Pruitt to dinner when you're over there, and to a movie afterwards and give her presents.
I've known Mavis Pruitt ever since I was a boy. What harm is it if I do take her to a movie?
You're always too tired to take me to a movie when you come home.
Life's different out on the road.
I bet it is.
Besides, I didn't ask her to come over to Gibbs' house one night while I was having my dinner. What can I do but let her join me?
She went to the Gibson house because she knew you were there. I know what kind of woman she is.
She's not as petty as bad as everybody makes her out to be. She's had it hard too.
Oh, she has?
Yes, she has, and I feel sorry for her.
You do?
Yes, I do. Is there any law that say I can't feel sorry for Mavis Pruitt?
She's had her eye on you ever since I can remember.
Nah, shoot.
What happened to that man she left town with after we were married?
He went off and left her.
For good reason, too, I bet. I also heard she was seen sporting a pair of black bottom hose shortly after you left town, and that you were seen buying such a pair at the Globe Dry Goods store.
My God. You got stuff nice detective service going on here, don't you?
I don't ask people to tell me these things. I wish to God they didn't.
I'll admit, I did borrow those hoes, but it was for a birthday, and they only cost 68 cents. It made that poor woman happy. I've known Mavis Pruitt ever since I was a boy. I was a little more flushed then.
How do you think it makes me feel when people tell me things like that?
You ought to not listen.
How can I help it?
There's nothing going on between me and Mavis Pruitt. Mavis Pruitt is nothing for you to worry about.
There's probably a woman like her in every town you visit. That's why you want to get out of town so bad. To go frisking over the country like a young stallion.
You just hush your mouth. The dog will hear you.
A lot you care about your daughter. A lot you care about any of us.
So, you don't think I care for you unless I put you off my knee and nuzzle you?
What you need for a wife is a squaw. Why didn't you marry one of those Indian women out on the reservation? She'd make you rich now too, wouldn't she? And you wouldn't have to pay any attention to her at all.
All right. Maybe that's what I should have done.
So you want to throw it up to me?
So what?
You know what, Reuben Flood?
No, I don't.
You never wanted to marry me.
I never said that.
It's true, isn't it?
Tell you it ain't.
It is. I've felt it all these years.
If you're so determined to make it true, then be my guest. But I'll admit, some ways I didn't want to marry nobody. Can you understand how a man feels about giving up his freedom?
And how does a woman feel knowing her husband only married her because...
None of this is what we was arguing about in the first place. We was arguing about the dress. You gotta take it back.
I won't.
Yes, you will.
Reenie's gonna wear that dress to the party or you'll have to bury me.
Take the dress back to my dormer. I'm leaving this house for good and never coming back.
Go on. You're only home half the time as it is. We can get along without you the rest of the time.
So is that how it is? There'll be ice cream parties in hell if I come back in here. Listen to your jaw.
Get out. Get out and go to Ponca City. Mavis Pruitt is waiting. She's probably getting lonesome without you.
Oh, God, poor. You're keeping me from hitting you when you talk to me.
Go on and hit me. You wouldn't dare, Reuben.
You know what? I'll go to Ponca City. I'll drink all kind of booze, take Mavis to the movies, race all the kind of hell I can. To hell with you.
Don't you ever step foot in this house again. I'll never forget what you said. Never. Don't you ever step foot in this house again.